Hi, welcome to Night News. This is Tommy Gebhardt.
And this is Candace Miller.
Today on this episode, we'll be having sports, weather, and a special edition of Room Report. It's the middle of April, guys, and that means prom's coming up on May 1st. The theme is Old Hollywood, and it's going to be at the Denver Center of Performing Arts. The after prom is at East Boulder Rec, and that theme is England. So those of you who are lucky enough to have girlfriends, ask those ladies quick. But for those that aren't, build up some courage and ask the girl your dreams.
We have all been enjoying the sunny weather this past week, but as many of you predicted, the weather is going to turn yet again. This weekend will bring rain and milder temperatures. Saturday and Sunday, the temperatures are going to be in about the mid-50s, but as the week starts, they'll rise back up to about the mid-60s. This is John Sims with weather. Now back to you.
Thank you, John.
Now on to sports with Kevin Wada.
Phil Mickelson has won the Masters. Yep, the left-hander, who has had a great golf career, has finally brought home the green jacket. One of the more interesting stories in the tournament, Mickelson, who has a wife and a mother with breast cancer, was finally able to bring home the green jacket and finally able to stand atop the ladder in the golf world. One of the more interesting stories in golf was Tiger Woods, who, after his several affairs and public distress with his wife, finally came back to golf and had a miraculous hole-in-one on the 9th hole. Tiger Woods played well, and even though he didn't quite win it, certainly made a grand return to golf. But at the end of the day, it was Phil Mickelson standing on top of the ladder and with the green jacket. I'm Kevin Wada. This is Sports. Back to you.
Thank you, Kevin.
In other sports news, the Fairview Ultimate Frisbee team won the East Invite last weekend, while competing against 10 other high schools around the state.
Now on to Room Report with Alan Mandel.
As many of us know, a lot of thought has been put into the building of our school. The improvement that is most noticeable to us is the new 600 hall. The most interesting and aggravating part of this hall, as many lonely and bored students have discovered, is its lack of cell phone coverage. Now we were wondering, did the teachers finally get fed up with the continued cell phone use in the classroom? Did the administration feel that they were destroying our minds through the ever-present cell phone radiation? Did they decide to block our cell phones? On this segment of Room Report, we have decided to get to the bottom of this quandary.
Hello. As I'm sure you've noticed, the cell phone signal in the 600 hall is very weak, and some students have been particularly annoyed about it. Many think it's cell phone jamming. You're about to figure it out. Hello, I'm Alan Mandel, and this is Room Report.
Cell phone blocking has been invented in recent years with the increase of mobile phones. There are two forms of it, active and passive. Active blocking is where a radio broadcasts a signal on the same broadband as the cell phone, normally over 800 megahertz.
But this method is in fact unlikely, as it is illegal. A more likely method that the BVSD is using is known as a Faraday cage, where they put chicken wire inside the walls to prevent cell phone signals from going in and out of the building.
Chicken wire blocks cell phone service because the external static field will cause the charges to change position among themselves inside the cage. This prevents any service getting in or out and reaching any cell phones. This is how said Faraday cage works.
So what have we learned today? We've learned that BVSD might actually be blocking our cell phone signals in this very hall. How would they be doing that? They might be putting chicken wire in the walls to set up a Faraday cage and prevent signal from going in and out. I'm Alan Mandel, and this has been Room Report. Back to you.
This has been Night News. I'm Tommy Gebhardt.
And I'm Candace Miller.
And she's single. Have a good night.